What up, yo? What's rocking? Welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I am your host. I am your tour guide. I am the president. I'm the Kang Ram. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm off the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen in the nation, leave us a super thanks, a super chat, or Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App, but y'all do y'all. Don't be listening. Cash App tag is going to be it's actually already in the description, along with the Bandcamp link and the merch link. Bandcamp link is there for those of you who would rather hear me rap than hear me yap. You understand what I'm saying? So all of the people who be complaining about, yo, you ain't here. You saying, I don't even rock a chatty petty now. Don't disrespect my gangstifications, first of all. Second of all, if when you put some new shit, it's some stuff there that I'm pretty sure if you complaining, that you ain't heard. All right, so click that link. Also, go to the merch link, get some Rockness Monster paraphernalia, some apparel and stuff like that. You know, we could all support black business. Salute the Buffalo, the early bird in the building. Um, yeah, yeah, the Bandcamp link. All of the mixtapes is there from Shell Shock all the way up to Nonviolent Rocco. So you can go, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can go smorgasbords of bars. You know what I mean? When you writing on the walls here, aka leaving comments, aka doing graffitis and all that, spell the names of our dignitaries correctly. Pay close attention to that. It's helter skelter, not helter skelter. A's and H's, no E's and R's. Well, there are E's, but y'all know what I mean. It's it's monster, not monster. You know what I'm saying? It's an A, no E and R. Um, Rockness is ROCK. It's not ROC. There is a K there. A K is 1,000, and we need all our thousands here. So rock with your boy. We give Crips a pass, but only if you put a little cuz, a little something identifying your, you know what I'm saying, your crippiality in in your comment. And if you don't want to expose yourself like that, pause. Then just give me my K. You know what I'm saying, and nobody will be the wiser. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, the boot camp click. When you writing boot camp click, this is when I see a lot of people mess up a lot. They spell the click wrong. They add all kind of extra letters. They spell it correctly according to like the dictionary. It's just CLIK. You know what I mean? And it's not me being some. One time somebody called me sensitive for all of this. You know what I mean? But it ain't got nothing to do with sensitivity. It has everything to do with search engine purposes. When you go looking for when you go type in, you know, looking for more content from Helter Skelter or Rockness Monster, to all of the tourists here in the nation right now, you know what I mean? You might want to go take what you learned here home with you and research some stuff. And if you don't get if you spell Helter Skelter wrong, you're going to get Charles Manson and a whole bunch of other weirdness. You know what I'm saying? Rock is a common name. If you spell it wrong, you're going to get some other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not a good, it's not a good thing. The most annoying of them all is BCC, not BBC. Pause. Pause protesters, get your ass out of here. We are pause practitioners here. Don't hate on us. Like, I understand if you don't play, but don't complain. Why you gonna hate on my fun? Why you gonna hate on my fun? You understand what I'm saying? It's a game that grown men choose to entertain themselves with all day long. If you don't like it, get your ass out of here. It's not a phobia, it's a fun beer. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, on to what we're talking about. Now, I don't usually come in here talking about all of this type of stuff, but never mind all that. I told you niggas. I told y'all. don't listen. Y'all get so, if it don't apply, let it fly. Y'all get so, the world is so brainwashed, B. And you know, I forgive y'all because, for the most part, because brainwashed people don't know they brainwashed. I get it. But I told you niggas, man. Like, I didn't see families divided. I didn't see people who have fell out with their siblings, with their relatives. Like, they are not rocking with each other no more till this day behind this mass bullying campaign. This pandemic. Now, I'm not the most political person. I don't really believe in all of that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't believe in the presidency. Everybody I hear, all right. I'm just gonna let it all out. Everybody I hear, my loved ones, to strangers, to people. When I hear y'all talk about all of this, Trump is doing that, Trump is doing this, Trump is doing that, I get a little bit annoyed because I haven't necessarily believed in the presidency in over 30 years. Over 30 years. Like, I don't believe Trump can do anything without the support of all of those people that run with him or run behind him or the people. You understand? You see all the reports out there right now where it's like Trump could barely walk. It's like this nigga damn near at the finish line one way or the other. Like, I don't even believe he understand the terminology of, he don't even know how to describe some of the moves that he getting made. I don't even believe he know that. I believe it's like, here, this what we doing. Now, I do believe he did something. He do it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever decision making you are allowed to make when you in there, which I believe is minimal. You know, you get your time slot, you get to make it. I believe he do a little something. But half of this stuff that's happening, I don't even believe he understand how to do it. I don't believe that no one, nowhere, no crew, no company, no nothing, no family, no gang, no team, no collection of individuals that has been existing for an extended period of time is willing to let a bunch of people, not even us, like we are, let's say we are the group of individuals, none of us are willing to let the products that we are selling, meaning the people, whatever, you understand what I'm saying? We are not about to let somebody else, the citizens, vote on somebody to lead our entity. That don't make sense in no dynamic. All of the politicians, we supposed to just elect somebody from outside what we do to come in and be the boss of us. Nah. That don't even make sense. That don't make sense in no collection of individuals. That's the Bloods, the Crips, the nobody. So we the we're the Falcons, man. So we're a gang, right? We're the Falcons, man, and we've been swooping down on you worm ass niggas for 10 years, right? We gonna let the worms elect our new leader? That's what we doing? Where? Who doing that? You understand what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, I don't believe in the presidency. I just don't. You understand what I'm saying? I believe it's hidden hands behind all of this mularkey, and I believe it's always been that. Well, not always, but it's been that way as long as we can remember. That's just what I believe. So, with that being said, with me having that fixed perception of that side of the fence, let's just call them the ops, right? Me having that fixed perspective or perception of my ops has fortified my brain, my mind, my consciousness against all of the bullshit. So when they come up with a pandemic, yes, I said pandemic. When they come up with that, when they come up with a new with a jab, a vaccine, or any time they offering something, acting like they trying to help us, I never believe it because I know the enemy. I might not be able to tell you the current name of the nigga in charge. I might not be able to tell you all of the facts. I might not have studied the up to date methods and practices of them folks, but I don't need to. I already know what type of time they on. So I know I would never trust the person who poisoned me before. I would never. Nigga, huh? Somebody who literally fed me poison before. All right, you ain't poison. All right, so it wasn't literally me. It was my ancestors. What you mean it wasn't? They poison us every day. You ain't checked the food, right? So here we are today, where we are now. This whole pandemic done ripped our lives apart. I mean, some people got paid during the pandemic. It was what it was. You know what I'm saying? But after all of these people were forced to take this jizab and were bullied into doing it, threatened you're gonna lose your job, or you was threatened, you was bribed. They bribing niggas with McDonald's. They threatening niggas with their jobs, all kind of this, just for you could. From where? When they do that? Since when? You understand what I'm saying? When they do that? All of you follow the science ass niggas. All of you people who made fun of the conspiracy theorists, all these conspiracy. You gonna get a tinfoil hat? I told you. I told you. Now your man Fauci is on the stand pleading the fifth 111 times. They like, what's your name? He like, I plead the fifth. He's doing his best. He gave us his best Dave Chappelle impersonation. Straight music. Gave us his best Dave Chappelle. Fifth! Fifth! They're like, what's your name? Fifth! He did that. I remember a while back, I don't know, it might have been a couple of months ago. When did I post this? Where is this at? Let me show you, let me see. Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. Have the Brooklyn Nets apologized to Kyrie Irving yet? What about the NBA or ESPN or any of them people? Have anybody publicly, loudly, boisterously and adamantly offered that man an apology? You know, as loudly and boisterously as they disrespected his name when he was, y'all know. Welcome to the nation. I'm your host, your president, your tour. Unpop, you're blocked. Don't even bother. Get your ass out of here. Yes. Don't tell me you about to unfollow me cause I'm a anti-vaxxer. Peace! In the words of the big homie Just Ice. So yeah, yeah. You gonna die on that hill, good luck to you. Your man Dr. Fauci is on the stand right now pleading the fifth to the color tie he got on. You run with that. So yeah, Stephen A. Smith finally did apologize to Kyrie Irving, and he gave this long drawn out apology and all of that. I respect it a little bit at least, but I feel like I don't like it. Cause I feel like all of that energy, like Stephen A. Smith gave Kyrie hostile energy about his decision not to take the vax. Now I wanted him to. I wanted he now when he apologized, he all calm, he all explanatory and all, all dignified. No, nigga, call yourself the same asshole you was calling him. Shit is wild business, B. I don't like it. Word, B. I don't like it. Like he was wild disrespectful to our boy. To the one nigga who was like, yo, I'm not gonna be bullied. I tell niggas all the time, my one of my biggest flexes is I never even got the COVID test. Never mind the vaccine. I never even got the test. I couldn't understand why if you telling us that we gotta stay 6 feet away from people, it's that volatile, it's that reactive, that contagious, then why is it that I gotta stick something all the way up my nose to the back of my brain for you to detect it? Shouldn't I be able to spit from across the room and you see what it's hitting for? Word, right? Stephen A. and Jay Will was about to fight. I don't know if they was about to fight, but they was acting like that. They got pretty close. I remember that. Good comment. Good comment, banger. Word up. Hold on a second. My bad. I'm back. Surgical masks just block your coughs and sneezes. They don't stop you from breathing in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ghostface, for real. It was getting out of hand. It was getting out of hand. But yeah. Um, yeah, yeah, like that whole Stephen A. His whole apology was wild, dignified, and whole like like nah, you wild out on Kyrie, wild out on that man. I ain't like it. I don't think the apology matches the disrespect, but at least he gave one. You know what I'm saying? At least he gave one to the person that I just blocked. Well, to the rest of y'all, I promise you, my belief is my belief, right? To all of the people who was on the other side of my belief, I never chose not to be friends with them. I never chose to block them. It's always the niggas who be the wrongest that be the strongest with their wrongness. Like, they be ready to cut you off. Like, none of the anti-vaxxers cut off their vaxxer family. I don't want to say none. That's an accept. That's an assumption. Whatever, right? But from what I was seeing, it was always the vaxxers that was like, "What? You selfish? You not blah 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 blah. You're not welcome in my." It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I come on here stating my opinion. A nigga tells me I'm unfollowing you because you're an anti-vax. That's first of all, still. You still feel that way after what's going on, after what we just seen your boy Dr. Fauci do? Mr. Trust the Science / Dave Chappelle fifth? After that? That's burstable. Still, after Stephen A. came on and apologized, whether I'm satisfied with it or not, he did. It's a lot of people satisfied. I mean, it is what it is. It's a lot of people like Ebro and Rosenberg. I believe y'all owe a few apologies too. Y'all owe some apologies, B. Cause y'all was making people feel bad who was like, nah, B, I don't trust that. They like, oh, you did your research where? On the internet? Ain't that where everybody do their research at in this day and age? You did your research on the internet. It's real condescending and like y'all was really treating niggas like y'all was really treating people like they some fight. You know what? Y'all was treating people like they wouldn't understand what the word condescending is. Y'all niggas, B. Nah, Stephen A. I need to see. I, I need you to call yourself stupid and selfish, because you was being selfish. You all you really cared because you admitted. Stephen A. admitted that he didn't want to get the facts, right? But he got it on some jobs, right? Whatever, right? But as far as the things that he was saying to Kyrie, he just wanted to see what if you let him tell it, he just wanted to see what it would look like with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden at full strength. He just wanted to see the beautiful basketball. He wanted to lead the blah blah. His own selfish reasons. Basketball ain't that important in real life. Real life. I mean, the money they make and the things that they can do with that money, important. You know, save lives, take people out of poverty, and a whole bunch of other shit that they ain't even get around to doing yet. Yeah, that's important. But the sport, that's not that important, B. And he was disrespecting that man gangstifications just because of your selfish reasons. I'm gonna need you to call yourself a few. I'm gonna need you to call yourself a few names too. You don't get all respectful in the apology, all dignified. Anyway, pleading the fifth 150, 150 11 times is crazy, B. Word. And and niggas don't never plead the fifth unless they got something to hide. What he got to hide? What he got to hide? Told y'all niggas. I used to be like, I used to, I used to, what you call it? Give a disclaimer. I used to preface all of my "I told you so's" with I don't really like telling you. I don't want to be that "I told you so." But nah, yeah, I like it. Yes, I do. I want to be that. That's my salary for being right. Cause I can't. It ain't like you could do nothing else for me. It ain't like I get nothing else for getting the answer right. But don't tell me you know gangster and you got bullied in the vaccine. Don't tell me you know gangster and you got bullied into it, B. I can't believe you. You know what I'm saying? They get you in a. If they get you, don't they? To all my niggas out there who still in the streets, still doing dirt. Don't do no dirt with nobody who got vaxxed. They get them in the precinct. They telling on you. You listen. Take offer them. Threaten to take away their job. You understand what I'm saying? Threaten to take away their jobs. I'm gonna tell you something. I question so many of the people who transitioned during ever since 2020. Like, if you worked in a building in Manhattan, and I'm thinking about somebody specific right now, somebody we all love, but he passed away. And there are suspicions about, you know what I'm saying, he died from blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I know if he worked at the radio station. And if you worked at that radio station and you had to go in that radio station every day, you had to get that jab. I don't see no way around it. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't, I wasn't there. I don't know, but it don't seem feasible to me. And then mysteriously, this, you understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, B, it's wild business. Anyway, I don't want to talk y'all to death. Hold on, let me check out your comments. See if y'all add, if it's something I should add to what y'all give me something to add. Let me see. Lafayette High School alumni, salute to you, Black Cuddy. Hit me up on IG and tell me, send me a picture or something. Let me see if I remember you. Don't be mad if I don't. My memory is interesting. Let's see. You don't know nothing. Salute to y'all. All right. If you made it into this video, um, let me get four. Let me get four microphones in the comments, and just remember, B. I'm gonna say something it's gonna probably sound corny or whatever. We all heard it before. You gotta stand for something, B. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And niggas really fell for that. Niggas really fell for that. You know, you got people who was like, yo, like people respectfully, I love them to this day. I was like, yo, don't take that jab. And it was like, and they like, yo, but listen, I'm sick already. You know, I got a pre-existing condition. Now I'm just getting it to be safe. I'm like, nigga, you fell for it. That they just made you worse. Now, granted, everybody ain't get worse. You know what I'm saying? Some people got placebos. You know what I'm saying? And some people, whatever. You know, it'll take me too long to explain what I'm saying or whatever. But overall, this is what I'm saying. It was a bad thing, right? And it wasn't a mistake. You know, a lot of people they didn't research it enough, so they didn't know. No, they researched it. They knew exactly what they was doing. It's like when people say the system is broken in America. No, it's not. The system worked exactly the way it was designed to work, to oppress and finesse us. Works perfect. And just like that whole bio whiz-epping, they you understand what I'm saying? It was just, they played a couple of moves on the chessboard. Simple mathematics. But anyway, I'm out. Rock on, rock on. Black seed oil and prayer. Pine nettle tea. That's one of the things. It's a couple of other things, but research. You can Google research things that if you took it, like, you know, if you got the jab, you know what I'm saying? It's things that you can do. One of the things that I know off the top of my brain is pine nettle tea, right? Pause. Here's my thing. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. When this all started, I understand everybody was scared, right? It was what it was. You know, nobody had too much reference to go off of, no real life reference to go off of, as you know, to gain information or insight on how to deal with this situation, right? So okay, everybody was sick. They came out with a vaccine. I understand people like, okay, is this, you know, people is, you know, everything is bad. Everything seems bad. We niggas is looking for some sort of resolution, right? Vax happens. You got people like me and other people like, nah, don't do that. You know, you get the seesaw, you get the battle. the vaxxers and the anti-vaxxers, they're going head to head, right? Okay, if you believed what you believe what you believe, I forgive you, right? Well, all I'm saying is this, B. If you got to the point, because remember, the first jab was supposed to fix you. If you made it up to the third jab, how many jabs did they end up getting? How many boosters did they end up coming out with? It felt like it was like 6 or 7 of them to me. I don't remember, but it just seemed like every other something they was coming up with another one, right? If you don't, anybody out here who got something against the anti-vaxxers or whatever you think about, if you didn't get every last one of those boosters, like if they gave out 7 of them and you only got 5, and you say, you know what, this is too much, you owe somebody an apology. Somebody. I'll leave y'all with that. Rock on, rock going.